Kelsey.
And Kendra.
And for today's video, we're going to be doing the top 4 things to stop doing to your hair. So this is basically a hair don'ts video. We always talk about what you guys should be doing to your hair, what benefits your hair, but we hardly ever talk about don'ts. Well, at least not as often as I think we should, because these are things that
are very common.
Very common.
That a lot of people should not be doing, that I thought most people would have realized don't benefit their hair at this point.
Or don't realize that they're doing either.
Yeah.
So we're going to be letting you guys know today the top 4 things to stop doing to your hair to get you to healthier hair.
Okay, so the first one, and I do this sometimes, even though I don't do this often as I see some people do it, and that is stop wearing protective styles that are too tight.
Yes.
So whether that's ponytails, buns, braids, even if you wear weaves and wigs, if it's too tight, I promise you, you will not see any benefits to your hair long term. You will have breakage.
Yeah.
Your hair will not retain length. If you're trying to grow it out, it will stay looking like it's the same length. Even if it is growing, it's going to break off.
Yeah. And it's way too much tension on your scalp. Because I remember when we were younger, when we used to get our hair braided, I knew if it was too tight, if the meat gathered. You know what I'm talking about. Like if it's like, you can tell when it's too tight.
Or if you get those little bumps
in the front of your head, that's also an indication of your hair being way too tight. That's not good because, you know, we want to keep our edges.
Yes.
Okay. So just be mindful of who's doing your hair. Make sure the people that you have doing your hair, if you don't do it yourself, are really, really good with not doing the braids too tight. And
it depends on how often you wear your hair in these styles. Like when I wear my hair in a ponytail, it's maybe like once out of the whole week or once every 2 weeks even.
Yeah.
So just keep in mind how often you're also wearing these styles, because I remember like in middle school and high school, I used to wear my hair in a tight ponytail all the time. Y'all know that moment when you used to get home from school, not even home from school, in the car, and you take your like hair tie out and you just start massaging the middle, and it just
so
feels
good.
amazing because that's how tight it was.
Yeah, it's like taking off your bra.
Yeah.
It's equivalent.
Yeah, I don't like having those kind of days no more.
Yeah.
Because it's long-term damage.
It is long-term damage. Because I did used to do buns when I worked at my office job. Like I used to do like a bun, and I'll keep the exact same bun in for the whole week.
Oh yeah, you did.
But I would still loosen it and then retighten it when I woke up in the morning. So like if you're sleeping, make sure it's not still tight. Sleeping time is basically a time for your like scalp to relax. You know what I mean? And like release some of that tension on your scalp. Also, if you do buns and ponytails a lot, switch up the position of the ponytail or the bun. So if you like to do a top knot a lot, sometimes maybe do a low bun. Because if you keep doing it in that same spot, you're going to create a whole halo of breakage around the area that you keep putting the scrunchie.
That's true.
Because I used to see it in clients all the time, and I would notice, I would ask, do you wear your hair in a ponytail a lot? Because I can see that line of breakage. Because even when you wash, condition, and blow it out, straighten it, you can still see where it frizzes up. That means
frizzy, and you can see the breakage.
That means it's breakage. And I would see it like kind of rise up, no matter how much serum I put on it. Like it would still like rise up, kind of like
and then that's how you can determine the kind of ponytail that they wear. Like when you gather it,
I can tell.
You can see like where they wear it all the time.
So yeah, just switch up the positionings of your buns and your ponytails. High, low, middle, just switch it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is stop skipping deep conditioner. I know some people think deep conditioners are overrated, but
when
they're definitely not overrated. They make a huge difference. They make a really big difference in short-term hair health and long-term hair health. Like it's not something that you just do just because it feels nice in the moment. It's for the benefits after you rinse it out.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know what I mean? So it's not just like doing a face mask or something. Like it's for long-term benefits.
I feel like it's a little bit of both in the moment. It feels like you're pampering yourself, like it's an extra thing to do when you have a face mask on.
Yeah.
But it's also essential in, like you said, long-term hair health.
Yeah.
And you will see a huge difference the more you keep a deep conditioning routine in your routine, if you're consistent with it. I see a lot of people say, oh, I only deep condition like once a month. I'm like, well, what is that going to do?
Yeah, the only time I deep condition once a month is when I wear my hair straight.
Yes.
And that's because when I straighten my hair, I'm trying to make it last. But when I wear my hair curly, I deep condition my hair at least once or twice a week. Like now I've been deep conditioning once or twice a week.
Same.
When I'm curly. Just because I feel like it makes my curls look way better, bouncier, healthier,
more manageable.
And I don't know if you guys know, but I struggled with heat damage a lot longer than Kendra did. Like after we were even done transitioning, I still had a lot of heat damage. And my curls would not pop. Like they just were not popping like I wanted them to. And deep conditioning is what got me to the hair that I have now. But I had to be consistent with it. It's not like an overnight thing.
It's not overnight.
Yeah.
Like, people will read a deep conditioner and see the claims and think that is exactly what their hair is going to feel and look like right after one deep conditioning session. No. You have to be consistent and incorporate it into your routine whenever you wash your hair.
Yes.
Even if you're this lazy person who like hates washing your hair and you just only like wash it and condition it, replace your regular conditioner with a deep conditioner.
Yeah, you can even save your money and not even use the conditioner.
Yeah. If you wanted to shampoo and then go straight into deep conditioning, you can also do that.
Yeah. Or if you have a really thick conditioner that goes with your shampoo, you can even leave that in as a deep conditioner. But sometimes it doesn't have like the full benefits of an actual deep conditioner that's formulated to penetrate deeper into the hair shaft.
Like when the packaging says like hair mask.
Yeah.
Like
those are usually thicker than your regular rinse out shampoo conditioner set. So it's formulated different for a reason.
Right. Also, if you have a problem with frizz and tangles, like if your hair gets tangled really easily, you might want to incorporate that deep conditioning step into your hair routine and see if you see a difference then, because I know I do. Every time I get ready to style my hair, I can tell a huge difference when I've deep conditioned and when I have not, because it takes way longer to get through the tangles.
And also to take your deep conditioning to a whole nother level, you could use a like heated cap, or you guys can check out both of our deep conditioning routines. We both show what we use in that. I got mine from Sally's. It's from Hot and
Golden Hot.
Golden Hot. It's like a foamy one. It's in my drawer. I don't feel like getting it right now. But yeah, you just attach it to your blow dryer, and I sit under that for about 20 minutes and rinse it out if I don't have time to do an overnight deep conditioning session. So that really does make a huge difference. Even though I notice sometimes when I add heat, my hair like it's way silkier than when I just sleep with it overnight. Yeah,
it's something about the penetration of the heat with the deep conditioner that makes it have like the best benefit.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Because when I sleep with it overnight, I usually do like maybe 2 shower caps, and then I do like a what's the name? A beanie.
That's extra.
Over top of that when I sleep.
I just do
trap the heat.
1 shower cap, and then I just put my bonnet on.
No, I have to do more.
Oh, okay. That's intense.
Yes.
Okay, so the third thing to stop doing to your hair is putting aesthetic over hair health. So what that means is stop paying more attention to the look of your hair rather than the health of your hair. We're about to get into summer right now, and I still see people flat ironing their hair, blow drying their hair, and I'm like, for what? Number one, it's not gonna last, especially if you have textured hair, if it's curly, if it's wavy. Why? It just doesn't make sense. It's not gonna last. Especially if you live in a climate that's very humid like we do down here in the South.
Yes.
If it's humid and hot, there's just no point. The heat is not good for your hair. And I personally feel like when your hair is natural, you get to see how much growth you can have. I feel like sometimes when people constantly put heat in it, you don't really get to see like how healthy your hair can be.
Yeah.
And I promise you, when you stop pulling and tugging, also color, when you do like color a lot, I feel like just giving your hair a break in general is good, rather than focusing on, oh, I need these highlights done, or I need, you know, whatever it is that you do to your hair that you like the look of, but it's not necessarily good for your hair.
Yeah, I see a lot of people.
I recommend giving that a break.
Give it a break. I see a lot of people prioritize, like you said, getting their highlights redone or their color redone versus actually paying attention to what you're doing to your hair that benefits it. So just keep that in mind. There's nothing wrong with coloring your hair and doing all that, straightening it, but all that needs to be to a minimum. Especially like just find a time throughout the year where you just don't do any of that to your hair and see the benefits that your hair has. Like I'm telling you, it makes a big difference when you just leave it alone. Because of course we straighten our hair, we color our hair, but there are times when we just leave it alone just to get it to like rebuild to the highest state of health that it could be. Because I noticed like when I haven't like, because I think I let my new growth grow like this much. Like I just dyed my hair black recently, and I had so much growth like of like brown, because our natural hair is like really dark brown, but we like to dye it black. But I didn't even care at the time because my hair like was growing so much faster. And I was like, it's not a priority for me right now. I ain't going nowhere. Who cares? I just basically left it alone until I felt like I really, you know, needed to dye my hair for real. When I was going to be on camera pretty much. So I just left it alone. Okay, so the last one is a really big one for me because it's something that's so simple, but it makes such a big difference. And that is stop neglecting your hair at night. So I notice a lot of people when they go to sleep, they either forget to put on a bonnet or a silk or satin pillowcase. Silk and satin are your best friends when it comes to your skin, but also your hair. So if you're that wild sleeper and you say, oh, well, a bonnet don't stay on my head, use a silk or satin pillowcase.
It's not like you have to break the bank. There are plenty affordable ones on Amazon. You don't have to use like that slip brand on Sephora. You don't have to spend that much on a silk pillowcase. If anything, I personally think the ones on Amazon are even better than those. Because
I do too.
I actually have a slip pillowcase and I also have some from Amazon. And the one I got from Slip is starting to rip the more I wash it. So,
seriously? What, like $40?
It's tearing. And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm glad I did not repurchase this. So I have some other brands from Amazon that I always use. And they have plenty of colors that match your sheets.
Yes.
So don't worry about it looking ugly with, you know, your bedding.
Yeah, I have white ones and then I have gray.
I have some gold ones, some taupe ones, and some white ones.
And I don't know, they just, you know, bring your beauty sleep to a whole nother level. Yes. You know what I mean?
They really do.
So satin or silk pillowcases are where it's at, especially if you're a wild sleeper, like I said. I'm not a wild sleeper. I do both some nights. Like some nights I'll sleep with my bonnet on. I've had this bonnet for I don't know how long. I think I got it from Walmart. So silk bonnet, silk scarf also. Super important if you like to sleep with a scarf on. I like to sleep with this scarf around my edges. So that my edges don't snag or anything, even though they probably wouldn't because I sleep on a silk pillowcase.
Right.
But I'm just extra. I do all of this when I go to sleep. So I like this around my edges. This I got from, this was in a package from Essence. But you can find these at Walmart or Sally's.
Yeah, or any beauty supply store.
Any beauty supply store has these. And also something that's very important to use are silk scrunchies. They make the biggest difference.
Yes.
Most of us curly girls, we sleep with our hair in a pineapple or like a loose bun at the top of your head. I've been sleeping with a bun. I don't even remember the last time I did a pineapple. They just don't work for me anymore.
Yeah.
But
these came in a really big pack that I got off Amazon, and they come in so many different colors. Like I'd give these out like candy.
Yeah,
that's how many. I think it's like over like 50 or 60.
It's a lot of colors
in one bag, and it's like under like $15. I think it's like $12 or $11 for like a big bag of them. So you can find so many different colors. If you want to do just one color, you can probably find those. But the pack that I got came in an array of different colors. You can have one that matches every outfit if you want.
Yeah.
So I sleep in these even if I'm just sitting around the house, which more than often we have our hair up, and we always have one of these in our hair. Also, if you guys are wondering, what is the cotton gonna do to my hair? Like, why shouldn't I be sleeping on cotton? It's because it's going to encourage breakage. Like when you sleep at night or when you turn your head, it's gonna like tug on your hair. It's gonna like stick to the pillow. It's gonna snag and cause breakage. Whereas the silk pillowcase just slides, you know, with the hair, and it keeps it hydrated and soft and healthy.
Yes, that's what I was going to say, the hydration part for me. Because if you notice, if you like have oil in your hair or something, or your hair is nice and moisturized, you just did your little cute little routine, and you lay on a cotton pillowcase and you get up, you're going to see a nice oil spot. Yeah. Because all of the moisture that was then in your hair is now in your pillow.
Right.
Because of the cotton that is in the pillowcase. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you're, you know, sleeping.
Yes.
Silk and satin are your best friends.
Okay guys, so that wraps up this hair don'ts video. Let us know in the comments which of these don'ts that you have been doing for years and you do not realize that you should not be doing very often. Let us know what you're going to correct in your hair routine if it's not, you know, correct already.
Yeah.
And we will link everything in the description bar as far as like satin things that we talked about. And silk. We'll link those in the down bar so you guys can check those out and purchase them for yourself. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.